Good morning. Yes, right. Students, so very fine. So, today we continue with profit and loss. So, before this, I just want to tell you one thing as far as aptitude is concerned. The concept of aptitude seems to be so simple actually. When we are actually start doing this aptitude questions, you find it so interesting. In fact, yes, they are certainly interesting, but getting the perfection in this topic is not that easy. You understand what I mean? Getting the perfection of that particular topic is not that easy. You need to have a rigorous practice to get the perfection. So please don't expect that you get everything right. You get everything right. So does that mean to say that because we discuss some 10-15 questions and because we discuss some few concepts, does that mean to say that this topic is all over? I hope you understand what I mean. So there is no limit for this topic, my dear students. There is no limit. We have just started off. So please listen to me. I'm just trying to give you the right basics. So with the help of these basics, obviously you can practice a lot if you want to get the perfection, because perfection is something that you cannot expect to achieve just in 1 month or 2 months of time. It's not that easy. Because probably you will be taking your CRT program. Yeah, probably yes, you will be taking your CRT program in another 2 years of time. So that is in your final year. So you can ask us, sir, why you are taking the classes too early? Because we have a lot of time. Yeah, you have a lot of time. It seems to be a lot of time, but in practice, you don't have that much of time. You know why? Because the concept of aptitude, the difficulty of aptitude, you start facing when the topic is all done. When the topic is done, when the topic is completed, you face the difficulty of this topic. Earlier in the beginning, you never find that difficulty, but So students, as far as the concept of aptitude is concerned, my dear students, I am repeating once again. The concept seems to be so simple in the beginning, but unless, yes students, I think we are back. Unless we have a severe and serious practice about this topic, you won't get the perfection. So probably you might have taken some tests some days ago, you might find difficult. Yes, of course, the test is really difficult because you are in the beginning. In the beginning, maybe it is not that easy to answer all those kind of questions. Don't disappoint, my dear students. We have a lot of time to practice because another 2 years of practice. And once you get into the college, obviously faculty will take up all the classes again, and again you will be doing this. But right basics are all important. So my concern is only to give you the right basics. Probably yes, I can say that yes, we are successful. Yes, because I can see that from the responses you are giving to me, it is an indication that you are getting to the topic so well. But remember, these are all the basics. These are all the basics. You can see that if you want to construct a huge building, you must make sure that your basics are so strong, your foundation is so strong. That is the reason why we are trying hard to give you the right foundation as far as aptitude is concerned. So once you understand the aptitude properly, once you get into the topic good, you can answer any of the questions. Because for any topic, the basics are all important. Okay, man? So I believe that. So I think we are successful in this endeavor because I can see that yes, the responses you are giving to me, it is an indication that you are getting it so good. But I am repeating once again, please understand, this is not the complete concept. Because the completeness of aptitude, you can't expect to get in 1 or 2 months. It's a long-term process. So fortunately, because of management has taken a good decision, because they are giving these classes very much in advance so that you can have a lot of practice about the topic and you will get the perfection. You know that very well, because if you want to get an employment, the very first test is always aptitude. If you are not confident in aptitude, if you are not through in aptitude, it is just not necessary. It is not necessary whatever the percentage you may be having in your graduation, because you have to get through this topic first. If you are not get through this topic first, the remaining concepts are absolutely unnecessary. Okay, man. So let me give you the right basics. I hope that yes, I am doing well because you are also responding so well. It is an indication we are going very strong. Okay, man. So yes, I think so. Percentage is all completed, and yes, I can see that you are giving the right answers. It's a very good move that. So once you are good at percentage calculations, my dear students, I can tell you that if you are good at percentage calculations, this will help to answer any of the questions. Because there is no limit for CRT program, my dear student, there is no limit for aptitude. Question can be designed in any way. There is no limit for this. That is the reason why one should be very strong at the basics, because this will help you to answer if the question is little complicated. Okay, man? Right, anyway. So we are discussing profit and loss, and I think that yes, we are going very strong, and I can see that you are doing very well. So student, just listen to me. Profit is given by the formula selling price minus cost price. So by the way, profit percent is given by the formula profit by CP into 100. Isn't it? So profit percent, it depends on cost price. Therefore, profit by CP into 100, so that is the profit percent. Loss is given by the formula CP minus SP. So when you incur loss, my dear students, when the cost price is more and of course when the selling price is less, you lose money. So that is loss. And loss percent is given by the formula loss by CP into 100. Student, listen to me. The concepts which we are actually discussing in the name of arithmetic are something that every businessman does. He never goes for any coaching, he never practice anything, but still he can answer this profit and loss so well. Because if he want to do the business without any difficulty, he must be knowing the mathematics. You see, maybe at the time he may not be aware that this is arithmetic, but he is still doing that. Student, we think this is a big mathematics, but in practice it is not really math. It is just a practical mathematics. Because in everyday life, people used to find this mathematics routine because there is no difficulty in this topic. Student, just listen to me. If somebody has to do business, what he does? He gets some stock from the wholesale market and he sells to the public. And by the way, he gets some profit. So profit is defined by selling price minus cost price. So profit percent, isn't it? So this is the routine mathematics. I don't think there is any difficulty in this. Okay, man. So I think now you are confident about this. Probably I must be giving some exercise. Now here we go. Come on, student, please do it. Cost price of an article is 1400. Student, just listen to me. When it is sold for 1470, what is the profit percent? Come on, student, please get it. Come on, get it. Cost price of an article is 1400. When it is sold for 1260, what must be the loss percent? Make it fast. So 70 rupees is the profit, right? 70 rupees is the profit. Because it was bought for 1400 and sold it for 1470, 70 rupees is the profit. So profit percent is obtained by 70 by 1400 into 100, and hence your answer must be 5%. This is what we call is profit percent. Yeah, very good. Come on, yes, make it fast. I expect you to respond very quickly because the topic is already, I think this is clear to you. Now, so if you can look at that, there must be a loss of 140. 140 is the loss, okay. But when it comes to loss percent, 140 by 1400 into 100. And hence we say that the loss percent is 10%. So 5% is the profit percent, 10% is the loss percent. Yes, it is seem to be so good. You are going very strong. I appreciate that. Yes, this is good. Now we continue with some more questions, man. Come on, yes, do it. Because you are doing well. I think yes, these questions you can handle with perfection. Come on, man. So when an article is bought for 1600 and a trader is expecting a profit of 5%. Can you tell me what is the selling price? Make it fast. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Come on, yes, come out. Come out with this. Yeah, just look at that. An article which was bought for 1600. Yes, people are expecting, a trader is expecting a profit of 12.5%. Can you tell me what is the selling price? So, cost price is 1600, and if you expect a profit of 15%, what is the selling price? Make it fast. Make it fast. Student, tell me what is 5% of 1600? 80. Therefore, because that is profit, so should be added to cost price 1680. Because we are already good at percentage calculation, now I think yes, we can make it so simple. Yeah, very good. Very well done. Student, do you remember 12.5% is nothing but 1 by 8? So, when you are selling at 1 by 8 profit, which is 200, selling price must be 1800. 1600 plus 200. 1800. Okay. Right. I think yes, because percentage, when you are strong, you can easily handle the remaining question. Student, tell me what is 15%? 15% is 240. How do you know? 10% 160, 5% 80. 160 plus 80, 240. 240 is the profit you are expecting. So that should be added to the cost price. Hence, the selling price is 1840. Come on, student, please look at the next question. Here we go. Cost price of an article is 600, and if a trader want to lose 10%, may I know what should be the selling price? Cost price is 600. If the trader is prepared to lose 16, 2 by 3%, may I know what is the selling price? Come on, make it fast. Yes, 10% of 600 is 60. That's very well done. And 60 is the loss. You are expecting a loss. Therefore, you must sell the article for 540. You are prepared to lose 10%. So, 10% loss is nothing but 60 rupees. So, 60 rupees is the loss out of 600. So, obviously, it is 540. Good. Student, please listen to me. 16 2 by 3% is 1 by 6, and 1 by 6 of 600 is 100. So, yes, you must be selling the article for 500. Now, yes, here listen to me. Student, please listen to me. Now, this time I must be giving you selling price. Student, please look at that. Article, when the article is sold for 600, if a trader gets a profit of 20%, what is the cost price? What is the cost price? So, students, please listen to me. This time actually you are given the selling price. Please do understand that 20% is the profit, should not be calculated on selling price, because profit should be calculated only on CP, not on SP. But you are given selling price. So, whenever this kind of questions are given, how you must be doing this? By selling an article for 600, you get 120%. Student, do you understand why that 120%? 120% is an indication that by selling an article for 600 rupees, you got your amount back, as well as you get a profit of 20%. So, 100 plus 20, 120%. So, 120% is equal to 600. Now, the question is, how much is 100%? Because the cost price should be calculated only. So, 100% is always the cost price. Therefore, your answer must be 500. Yes, this must be your answer. Wait. I can see that people are putting answer is 480. People are taking answer is 480. That is a mistake. That is a big mistake. Please remember, 480 is not the cost price. Listen to me, that is the reason why I say you need to have the right basics. Student, probably if at all if you are getting 480, you must be doing something like that. How you must be doing? Selling price is 600, profit is 20%, 20% of 600 is 120. Probably if somebody is getting 480, they must be getting something like this. This is not correct. That is not right. You understand that? Why that is not right? Because profit percent should be calculated only on cost price. It never depends on selling price. Profit percent depends only on CP, not on SP. So whenever you are given selling price, so you should be calculating something like this. Yeah, somebody is asking me to explain this question again. Let me explain a similar question of this. Ready? Okay. So student, if I say that by selling an article for 1000 rupees, a trader gets a profit of 25%. If I say something like this. Now listen to me. So whenever this kind of question is given to you, do you understand that 1000 rupees is the selling price? So students, selling price, profit percent never depends on selling price. Wonderful. Yeah, you are getting it right. So this 1000 rupees should be equated to 125%. Because by selling for 1000 rupees, you are getting a profit of 25%. So 125%. So you need to get how much is 100%. So you need to get the cost price. So 100 into 1000 divided by 125. So 125 you cancel for 8 times, so your answer is 800. What 4000? Why 4000 students? You understand 800? Yeah, why not student? Yes, most welcome. If you have any relevant books, you can do it now, no problem. But you may not get all the questions because still we are in the beginning. So slowly you will get everything. But if you have any books, if you are interested, you can do it, man. Who said no? You can do it. You can go for it. Student, I think it is very clear to you. Okay, man. So let me suppose that. Here we go. Student, if I say that by selling an article for 1500 rupees, if a trader loses 25%, so what is the cost price? Question can be asked something like this. So students, whenever you are given question something like this 1500 should be equated to 75%. You understand why? Because by selling for 1500 rupees, you did not get your money, but you lose 25%, which means to say that you get 75% back. Student, am I clear to you, man? So tell me, 1500 rupees is equal to 75%. Now the question is, what is 100%? So cost price is always 100%. Therefore, your answer must be 2000. You understand that? So when you are given selling price. Very good, very good. Student, now shall we start some questions? Now here we go. I think yes, we can start. Now please continue. Here we go. Come on student, please look at this. By selling an article for 400, if trader gets a profit of 25%, tell me what is this cost price? Question number 12. By selling an article for 400, if a trader loses 20%, find his cost price. Do it. Students, by selling an article for 400 rupees, tell me what happened. You get your money back. Not only that, you also get a profit of 25%. So remember 400 is nothing but 125%. So the question is, what is the cost price? Cost price is always 100%. So 100 into 400 divided by 125. 25 4 times, 25 5 times, 5 80 times. Therefore your answer must be 320. Student, now you understand why 125%? Yeah, very good, very good. Come on student, now just look at that. Here we go. Student, just look at this question. By selling an article for 400, you get only 80% of what is invested. You understand why only 80%? The reason, because you lose 20%. So when you lose 20%, you must be getting only 80% of what is invested. So when 80% is 400, let us check how much is 100%. Therefore your answer must be 500. So come on students, so let me give you some more questions. So here we go. Question number 13. Come on student, please look at this. Yeah, very good, very good. Student, just look at that. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, if a trader gets a profit of 20%, tell me what is the cost price? Yeah, question number 14. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, if trader loses 20%, tell me what is the cost price? Make it fast. Please answer these two questions, man. Look at this, man. So by selling an article for 1200 rupees, a trader gets a profit of 20%, which means to say that he gets 120% by selling for 1200 rupees. So when 1200 rupees is equated to 120%, because by selling for 1200 rupees, you must remember that he is getting his money back. Not only that, he is also getting a profit of 20%. So 1200 rupees is equal to 120%. Now the question is, what is the cost price? Yes, so the cost price is obviously 100%. Therefore question number 13, your answer must be 1000, man. Okay. Now look at this question. By selling an article for 1200 rupees, a man gets only 80% of what is invested. Yeah, very good. So you understand why 80%? Because by selling at that rate, he loses 20%, which means to say that he could able to get 80% of investment back. So when 80% is 1200 rupees, now let us calculate what is 100%. Therefore, for question number 14, your answer must be 1500. So I hope that yes, so we are getting very good. So I feel that yes, it is so good. Now students, now let me start the questions. Okay. So yesterday and today we are actually discussing the basics. So if your basics are good, I hope that you will be able to answer this question with perfection. Ready? Now here we go. Come on students, look at this question. Please answer. Come on man, yes. The question is displayed to you, you need to answer this question. Look at the question, here we go. By selling an article for 880 rupees, by selling an article for 880 rupees, a man gains 10%, a man gains 10%. Student, do you understand that? So what is this 880? He sold it. By selling at the trade, you can see that he gets 10% profit. Now the question is, at what price should he sell to gain 25%? The question is, to gain 25%, what should be the selling price? Student, am I clear to you, man? You understand that? Why I am calculating 125%? Because that is the price when you are about to get, no, cost price is, actually you are not asked to find cost price. Don't calculate 100%, calculate 125%. Because 125% is the price where you have a profit of 25%. Student, do you understand this question, man? So you have to cancel for 8 times, therefore your answer is 1000. Yeah, very good. Good. Wonderful. Excellent. The price is 1000. Student, I believe that you are getting it so good. Right? Very good. Students, if anybody, yes, they can see your answer. Yes, absolutely. Student, if anybody put it 800, probably you must be calculating cost price, but you're not asked to calculate, you're not asked to find cost price, but selling price. Okay, well done. Now student, I just want to make some changes a question, man. You please answer this question. I hope that you will be able to answer this with perfection. Shall I? Right, okay. Let me give you one interesting question. Student, in place of 880 rupees, come on student, in place of 880 rupees, let me give you 1760 rupees. Please answer this question again. Quick! Student, just look at that. By selling an article for 1760 rupees, a man gains 10%. You understand why 110%? The reason is because by selling at that rate, you get your money back and also you get 10% profit. So 1760 rupees is equal to 110%. The question is, if you want to get a profit of 25%, what should be the selling price? Very good. So your answer must be exactly. Student, I think I am clear to you, man. So 11 cancels for 16 times, 125 into 16 should be 2000. Student, I want to make some changes in the question. Please look at this. I want to make some changes. In place of this value, I want to make some changes. Please take 275, %. Do it, man. Do it. I make 2 changes in the question. You need to respond to this. Quick. Just listen to me. By selling an article for 275 rupees, a trader gets a profit of 10%. So 275 rupees is nothing but 110% because he gets a profit of 10%. The question is very good. What is the selling price to get a profit of 40%? So what is the selling price to get a profit of 40%? I hope you understand, my dear students. Yeah, very good. It cancels for how many times? 25. 14 into 25, so should be 350. Very good. So your answer must be 350. Shall I move on to next level? I will be giving you some different question because you are doing well. So I can get into this question for you. Come on student, now please answer this question. Do it. Student, just look at that. By selling an article for 9,500, one would lose 5%. So 9,500 should be equated to 95%. The reason is by selling at that rate, you can see that he loses 5% straight away, which means to say that he did not get his money back. So that amount is equal to 95%. The question is, at what price he has to sell to get a profit of 5%? So let us see the question. What is 105%? 105 into 9,500 divided by 95. Therefore, your answer must be 10,500. Here we go. Student, in place of 9,500, let me suppose that by selling for 760 rupees, a man would lose 5%. I did make two changes in the question, my dear students. Please respond. Because by selling an article for 760 rupees, one would lose 5%, which means to say that he can get only 95% of what is invested. So 880 rupees is nothing but 95%. So yeah, because he lose 5%, you need to get a profit of 10%. Student, do you understand why this 110? Do you understand why this 110? Because you need to get a profit of 10%. Yeah, exactly. Therefore, if you want to get a profit of 10%, you must sell the article something like this, 95. So students, 5 cancels for 22 times, 5 cancels for 19, 19 cancels for 40 times, therefore your answer must be 880. So please look at this. Come on student, please look at this. For example, if I give the question something like this. By selling an article for 480 rupees, a man loses 4%. Okay man? So this is the question given to you. Now I made almost 3 changes in the questions. Come on student, I am waiting for your response. Student, by selling an article for 480 rupees, a man would lose 4%. 4% in the sense he gets only 96% of what is invested. Getting a loss of 4% indicates that he could able to recover 96% of what is invested. So when 96% is given 480 rupees, what should be the selling price to get a profit of 20%? So 20 into 480 divided by 96. 96 cancels for 5 times. Therefore, your answer must be 600. Come on student, just look at the question. A man sells a watch at a gain of 15.5%. A man sells a watch at a gain of 15.5%. You are not given the price, but which question student, which question you are expecting me to explain again? Please come out. Please students, please come out. Which question you want me to explain? Which one? I thought I am very clear. Yes? Okay, right. No problem. Come on student, yeah. So students, a man sells a watch at a gain of 15.5%. And this time he is selling at a gain of 18.5%. Student, could you see there is a difference of 3%. How is 96%? Okay. Student, 96% I could able to achieve at a time because at the time he got 4% loss. Student, somebody is asking me, how 96%? In the earlier question, he lose 4%, which means he gets 96%. There was a loss of 4%. Okay, anyway, I will explain you again, just leave it. Come on student, yeah, just listen to me. So 3%, difference between 15.5% and 18.5% is 3%. So 3% difference is made because of 15 rupees more. So when 15 rupees is given 3%, now let us find how much is 100%. Therefore, your answer is 500. So I hope you understand, my dear students. To explain this question again, yeah, the reason of 3% is once it was sold for a profit of 15.5%. At the time he got a profit of 15.5%, and again he is getting a profit of 18.5%. The difference in percentage is 3%. 3% is the difference when it was sold for 15 rupees more. So 15 rupees is nothing but 3%. So how much is 100%? No problem. Student, just leave the question right now. Anyway, next class also we will be discussing the basics again, and I hope that you will be getting clarity by next class. Okay. Thank you students. We will be meeting again in the next class.